I'm Kimberly Ingram Beck from Gretna Public Schools, and this is CS4NE. Today, I have an interview with Shaun Young from the Nebraska Department of Education, and he's going to talk to us about some of the new things coming up, or new things going on, and some of the programs and initiatives that he's worked on, and to see how they're doing. So let's go to the interview. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, Shaun. Could you tell us a little bit about what's going on with the Nebraska Department of Education?
Yeah, so there's quite a few things going on. We're still working with Code HS right now to deliver professional development to teachers across Nebraska. We've had a ton of participation so far. So to this point in time, end of September 2025, we've had close to 300 teachers take at least one professional development, like training opportunity from Code HS. The average number of trainings that teachers have done is almost 4. So we've had over 1,000 training, completions. So that's pretty awesome to see. And they're continuing that work throughout this fall and into the spring. We've also got a new supplemental endorsement in computer science that's been added to Rule 24. So that's 6 credit hours. So the only other supplemental endorsement that's available before was the IT supplemental endorsement, which is 15 credit hours, which is a big lift. We've had one teacher complete that, I think, in the last 3 years. So we needed an easier path to gain that. So teachers that are teaching out of their endorsed area. And we have a lot of those, being as this is a statewide graduation requirement. We have teachers all over the state teaching out of their endorsement area because there wasn't a BMIT or a CS or IT teacher in that entire district, when you think of all the districts around Nebraska. So we're waiting on some of our universities, our educator prep programs to put the pieces together for those offerings for that supplemental endorsement, but that'll be there, as well as the ability to gain it by passing the CS praxis test. And that should be finalized in the coming weeks, the ability to gain the endorsement just by passing the praxis test, which is not an easy test, but it is an option if you're at that level, or the Code HS is offering a praxis training, 13 weeks long. Is quite involved because it is a pretty tough test, but we have that. And then not in the NDE, but CSTA is finishing up their K-12 standards revision, which is long overdue because it was last updated 8 years ago. That'll be coming out in the spring or around CSTA conference next summer, which is right in line with when the NDE is going to be revising all CTE standards. And so that'll be a great time for us to get more into K-12 CS guidance. Next year, we'll also have our first of all annual reports due on the state of CS for each school district. They have to submit those to their local school boards and to the NDE. And we'll have guidance around data collection and what kind of things to maybe include on that report. But the pieces are kind of falling into place here. I think a lot of schools and teachers are kind of getting a hang of how they're going to pull off this big lift, this graduation requirement, every kid in the state. So seeing fewer questions and more action, which means that I think more and more districts have the tools they need to pull this off.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yep.
Thank you, Shaun. It was great having you join us again. Really great stuff that he talked about. I really like how he mentioned just the sheer volume of teachers who've taken some of these professional development offerings from Code HS. It's really, really awesome that the stipend is allowing teachers to get a little more comfortable with the material and the subject matter. The praxis is also an option if you want to try that instead of doing the professional development. But thanks so much again, and we'll see you next time on CS4NE.